Welcome to Ocean City, Maryland, and welcome to the 2026 Beach Tennis Maryland ITF Championship Series. For the next 8 days, this beach transforms into the home of the biggest and longest-running beach tennis event in the United States. The world's best athletes have arrived to battle for ITF ranking points, championship titles, and beach tennis glory. This year's series features Elite BT50 and BT200 events, along with the first ever week in the United States to host for ITF J100 junior tournaments. Whether you're watching from the sand here in Ocean City or joining us from around the world, you're about to experience world-class competition. This is the 2026 Beach Tennis Maryland ITF Championship Series, and it starts right now.
Just a few moments away from our final match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, women's championship action here under the lights in Ocean City. We just saw a great men's championship, and we are expecting the same on the ladies' side. Final match of the night coming up here momentarily on center court. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Corner, the voice of beach tennis, coming to you. I'm Alex Corner from Los Angeles, California, and I am proud to be able to bring you the final match of the night here. I want to welcome all of those here in Ocean City, Maryland, joining us live at Center Court, and those who are tuning in from around the world on the stream, courtesy of I Do Live Streaming. Our final match of the night is the Women's Championship here in BT50 number 1. And we are expecting a good one. Let's go down to the sand and meet our players. First up, she's currently ranked number 112 in the world. She's been as high as 82. She has a 2006 win-loss record of an impressive 25-5. She has 27 wins under her belt in her career, with 6 of those already in 2026. 31 years old, representing France. Give it up for Sophie ARNUTI. Her playing partner, currently ranked 110 in the world. She's got a 2026 record of 34-24 with 12 wins on her career. She's 21 years old, representing Brazil. Give it up for Daniela BOZKO. Their opponents, currently ranked 46th in the world with a high water mark of 24. She's got 6 tournament wins in her career, including a BT 200 back in 2024 in Normandia. She's 32 years old, representing Brazil. Give it up for Isabella SELLA. And a 39th ranked player in the world. She's got a 2026 record of 13-9, 12 career wins, including 3 here in Ocean City, Maryland. 28 years old from Portugal. Give it up for Maria TAVARES. All right, we are ready to get underway. Women's Championship, and for you fans here in Ocean City, the players love to hear it from you. So if you see something you like, let them hear it, get behind them, support them, and they're going to put on a show. We are getting ready to start up with Isabella SELLA. First point. Getting underway. Women's Championship coming up right now on Center Court. Isa serving it up. Backhand side return there by ARNUTI. And that's a nice put down right out of the gate. Isa, 15-love. Isa in the white visor. Her partner, Maria, pink top, black skirt. Serves over, forehand side by BOZKO. Sophie now. BOZKO taking it up high, challenging Maria. Maria back over to Isa now. You're going to see a lot more exchanges here in the women's game typically than you do on the men's side. That's just kind of a characteristic, and we already have a good one here on the second point of this match. And nice exchange on both sides as Maria and Isa take the point. 30-love. Oh, yeah. This has the makings of a good one here. We just saw a good one on the men's side. Isa serving it up now at 30-love. Serve in, backhand side return by BOZKO. Chipping and charging her way in. Isabella with the aggressive put away. Chipping and charging her way in. Closing in tight on the forecourt and the overhead smash. They lead 40-love here in the first game. Opportunity to set the tone, grab that service hold, and take the early lead. Serve up, BOZKO on the forehand side return, taking it up high. Maria locking into it, going to send it up into the wind. Sophie's there to answer. Little touch play. Players are just kind of playing the wind against each other, and Isa swinging a miss as the ball was moving around up there in the air. Don't underestimate the effect the wind has on the ball here in Ocean City. But the cool thing about Isa is she just laughs that one off. Still have game opportunity here at 40-15. And into the net. So from 40 love to 40-30. Still game point. Serve up. Far hand side return there by BOZKO. BOZKO now taking up high. Maria stretching over. No! And Maria lets it go. 40 all, from 40 love to 40 all. Golden point here in the first game of this women's championship match. That means the next point wins the game. There is no advantage in beach tennis as there is in tennis. So somebody's going to win the game off this point. Who is it going to be? Isa serving it up. Serve in, forehand return there by Sophie. There's BOZKO taking it from the middle. Maria getting in on the act now. Windmill put away by Isa. Up high in the wind. It's getting pushed back, and it's out. Isa and Maria strike first. They lead 1 game to love here in Ocean City. Center court action, women's championship match. Action on center court. Sophie serving it up. And the wind's going to carry that one out. Love 15. Sophie ARNUTI representing France. Serving it up. Racket collision there, but the ball stays over. Maria on the backhand side dish. Oh! And they putting it down strong as we watch the replay here on stream. Moving into position. And it's BOZKO with the windmill put away. At 15 all, serve up and in. Return back in by Sophie. Sophie now locking in on the windmill play. Up high is Isa into the wind. And it's an easy put down. BOZKO getting fired up there. 30-15. Daniela BOZKO from Brazil. 21 years old. Backhand side return back by Isa. Now a little touch dropper by Maria. Maria now. Oh, and a little miscommunication there. BOZKO puts it up and lands it inside the baseline. It is 40-15 and a game point for Sophie and Daniela. Serve up, backhand side return there by Isa. Isa taking it up high. BOZKO now letting that one go. And we are tied at 1 game apiece here on center court. Did you expect nothing less? We know that this was going to be a good one. And now the serve goes over to 28-year-old Maria TAVARES, representing Portugal. At 1 game apiece. Women's early here in the first set. Women's championship match. As it serves up and in. Beautiful serve back. That's a friendly bounce off the net for Sophie. Love 15. Maria serves it up. Backhand side return there by Sophie. BOZKO taking it up high in the middle. That one's going to land in as the wind catches and puts it down. 15 all. As it serves up and in on the forehand side return there, BOZKO locking in with the windmill. Dug out by Isa. Isa now taking it up high once again. There's Sophie getting in on the act. Little shallow dropper, and just too good. A little feather dropper by Isa. 30-15. At 30-15, and from the center, Isa going to take it up high into the wind. BOZKO and windmill put away, kept in play, and Maria, a little feather dropper cross court. 30-40-15. Game point here for Maria and Isa. Chance to take a 2-1 lead here early in this first set. Maria serves it up and out. 40-30. Still game point here for Isa and Maria. Trying to hold serve here. Players will change sides after this game. Service up. Oh, she brings the service ace and closes that game out. It's a 2-1 lead. Maria and Isa in the lead here early set number 1. And as we focus back here on center court, we are early in this women's championship match, set number 1. Isabella SELLA and Maria Tavares leading 2-1. This is Daniela BOZKO serving at 1-2. BOZKO serving it up. Forehand side return by Maria. Maria now, this is Isa getting in on the act. You're going to chop it wide. 15 love. Daniela BOZKO. 21 years old from Brazil. Serve is up. Backhand return there by Isa. Maria now on the forehand side dish. Maria taking it down the middle. BOZKO's there to answer. Sophie now trying to go over the head of Maria, but she's able to answer back. Little shallow dropper. Down in the sand goes BOZKO. $15 all. BOZKO serves it up. Dug out there by Maria on the return. This one goes high up in the air. Maria locking into it. There's BOZKO. Nice push down the middle. Isa's there to answer. Nice offensive play by Isa. And yes, Isabella SELLA saves that point there for her team. On a beautiful defensive play. As we watch the replay, Maria going in for the punch. Sophie now with the pressure, but Isa, beautiful defensive strike, forces BOZKO into the net. 15-30, big serve there by BOZKO, but they've got the return. Can't follow it up. You've got to get off that service line quickly for that exact reason. Now BOZKO serving at 15-40, break opportunity here for Maria and Isa. Isa's there on the shallow drop four, trying to put it away. Isa, BOZKO's there to answer. Isa's going to take it. There's Maria getting a paddle on it, but that's going to sail long. 30-40. Still break point here at 30-40. BOZKO serving it up. Serve in. Maria on the forehand side return. There's Maria going in for the kill. Maria getting pushed back. Oh, that's going to be out. And that is another game for Isabella SELLA and Maria TAVARES. They lead 3-1 here. Set number 1, women's championship match. Isabella SELLA serving it up, 3-1. Serve up, and a service ace right down the middle, 15-love. Service up on the forehand side return there by BOZKO. Oh, Daniela saying no, not so fast. 15-all. As it serves up, back inside rip. And now, and Isa just got a little tripped up as the ball was moving around in the wind. A swing and a miss, and we've seen that a few times today, especially on that south side of the court. The wind is still blowing quite firmly here in the evening. 15-30. Backhand side return, friendly bounce off the net, diving save by Isa, and she's able to keep it back in. Oh, Maria! I don't know that I've seen that. Maria thought it was going to blow back onto their opponent's side. She elects to not go after it, and it does fall just over the net. So bizarre point, and just a testament to what the wind is doing here. That brings us to a break opportunity for BOZKO and ARNUTI. Sophie and Daniela looking to get a game back and pull this match within one game. $15-40, forehand side return by Sophie. Stretching, no, that one's gonna go out. Serve up, backhand side return there by Sophie. Sophie now putting it up high. This one's going to land in, and it kisses the line. And they pull within one. It is a 3-2 lead here for Isabella SELLA, Maria TAVARES. But we are early in this women's championship match. More action coming up live from Ocean City. You're watching the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open. Sophie Arnuti serving it up at 2-3. Serve in, block back. Sophie on the backhand side, two-hander. Going cross angle, Maria's able to dig it out. Isa putting pressure from the middle. Back down the middle once again. Oh, and Daniela wishing she could get that one back. Love 15. Serve up. Oh, Maria serve in, return into the net. 15-all. Sophie serves it up. Forehand return there by Maria. This one taken by Isabella. And, you know, she's thinking probably she might have needed to let that one go. I think she hesitated for just a second, as that ball looked like it could have been sailing out. 30-15. Serve in. Friendly bounce off the net. And that's exactly what they needed right there. 40-15. Chance to tie this match up at 3 games apiece. Sophie Arnuti, Daniela BOZKO looking to pull us even at 3. Serve in, backhand side rip by, return by Isa, and that's exactly what happens. We are tied at 3-all here on center court. First set, 3-3. It is a close one in this women's championship match. Serve now switches over to Maria TAVARES. Maria going to be serving it up at 3 games apiece. Neither team wanting to relinquish any real estate. Maria serving it up. Backhand side return by Sophie. Sophie now a little chop blocker. Maria's there to answer, taking it up high. That's going to blow. No, that one is not going to blow back in. Love 15. Back forehand side return by BOZKO up high. That's going to sail long. Wynn got a hold of that one. 15-all. Forehand side return back. Sophie taking it out. Maria now chopper down the middle. Just kind of floating it. Maria's going to commit to that one. Isa digs it out on the nice defensive play. They're just, here we go. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Who's going to blink first? As that one's going to go out, and then we wisely let that one go. Isa and Maria, 30-15. Serve is up. Forehand side return there by Sophie. Sophie now locking in from the middle. Digging it out on a nice defensive play. Oh, pressure coming in from Maria, cross angled, and BOZKO chops it into the net. (40-15) chance to break the tie and take that 4-3 lead here. Maria TAVARES talking it over with her partner. Here she will serve to try to hold and take the 4-3 lead, as players will change sides after this game. As it serves up, backhand return by Sophie. Sophie now locking in down the middle. Sophie now forehand side back over to Maria. This one's going to go up high, and BOZKO and ARNUTI stay alive at least for another point in this game. At 40-30, serves up in. Maria charging in from the backcourt, now putting pressure on. Isa's there, a little shallow dropper, and that's out. And they take the 4-3 lead. Isabella SELLA, Maria TAVARES in control, at least for the moment. Players will change sides. We'll be right back with more action from the Women's Pro Championship here in Ocean City. BOZKO serving it up. At 3-4, Isa return into the net, 15 love. BOZKO serves it up, dug out there by Isa. Isa now stretching out on the windmill. BOZKO gets a paddle on it, and Isa tries to put it away. 30 love. Serve up, answer back on the backhand side return. There's Maria stretching down the middle. This one goes up, that's just out. 30-15. Maria, nice return, dug out there by Daniela, though. Daniela, Sophie now in the action, taking it up high, challenging Isa. Isa is there, a little shallow dropper. Stepping in is BOZKO, and Maria puts one outside, and that takes us to 40-15. Game opportunity here for BOZKO and Sophie. Serve up, dug out there by Isa. Maria going in for the kill. She's just going to keep the ball back in play down the center. And we are tied 4 games all here in the first set. Neither team wants to pull ahead. Neither team wants to surrender real estate. It is a dead tie at 4 games apiece here in the Women's Championship match, set number 1. At 4-all, Isa serves it up. Service ace right down the middle, 15 love. Forehand side dish there by BOZKO. BOZKO taking it up high. Locking in is Issa. Issa is there. Issa one more time. She's going to try to put it away. But a nice defensive play. Oh, by Sophie, but just a bit outside. 30 love. Serve in, backhand side return by Sophie. Sophie now down in the sand she goes, but she's back up on her feet. BOZKO coming in to cover her partner there from the middle. Oh, and Issa, she could taste that one, but just a bit short. 30-15. And that's a great serve down the Oceanside line. (40-15). We are on serve here in this women's championship match. First set, Issa and Maria, a chance to take that 5-4 lead as we are deep into the first set. Be a great service hold here from the south side of the court. The wind at her back as Issa serves it up. Forehand side return there by BOZKO. Sophie taking it up high. Little chop blocker, cross angle. And that's going to go up. Save back in. That is going to stay in with the wind. This is high. BOZKO takes it. And Issa, oh, she goes shallow dropper. And it is game 5 games to 4. Issa Bellicella and Maria Tavares are in the lead. We've got a close one here, folks. Players will change sides. We'll be right back with more action on the women's championship match, BT50 number 1, here live in Ocean City. Sophie's serving it up at 4-5. And that ball's out. Love 15. Serve out, backhand return. That's going to sail in. The wind is going to push that one back. There's Sophie getting a paddle on it. Oh, she's not happy. Love 30. She knew she could. She got to it. Just mishandled under that. Tough play, though, with the wind pushing the ball back to the north. Issa and Maria 2 points away from taking the first set here in Ocean City. Women's championship action here, the finals. BT50 number 1 on a beautiful Sunday night by the boardwalk. Yes, and Sophie pushing it down, 15-30. Service up, Maria on the forehand side return. Issa now putting pressure on. And over the head of Maria, what a beautiful feather lob by Sophie ARNUTI. 30 all. Backhand side return there by Maria. Maria taking it high from the middle. BOZKO gets a paddle on it, sends it super long outside the court. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 30-40. That is break point. That is set point for Isabella SELLA and Maria TAVARES. Serve is up. Maria on the forehand side return. Isa taking it high over, down in the sand. The first set is in the books. Isabella SELLA and Maria TAVARES lead 1-0 here in the Women's Championship match in Ocean City, Maryland. All right, we're starting the second set right now with Maria TAVARES serving it up, leading 1-0. As that one falls short, love 15. Maria serves it up in the backhand return there by BOZKO. Sophie locking in on the windmill. Sophie now putting pressure from the middle. Maria's there to answer. Maria, a little touch drop down the middle. BOZKO's there once again. They can't get the ball back over mid-court because of the wind. So they're going to try to go shallow forecourt. Not a bad play. Stretching is BOZKO. We got a nice point here, ladies and gentlemen, on the backhand side. Oh! And Maria pops it home. 15 all on a brilliant point by all players there as Maria TAVARES able to put that one up into the wind over the head of her opponents. 15 all. Serve is up, forehand side return there, back by Sophie. Sophie now from the middle. There's Isa. Maria now going cross angle back over to BOZKO. And it's good. BOZKO sneaking it inside the line. 15-30. Serve up and in. BOZKO on the forehand side return, trying to put it down, and she does with authority. Daniela BOZKO. Great break opportunity here at 15-40. Chance to strike first in this second set. That's how you want to do it, with a break, and then moving to the north side of the court. So Maria serving it up. 15-40. Serve in, forehand side return back by BOZKO. Sophie trying to put it away, but Maria's there to answer on the defensive play. Nice dig there by Isa, and Sophie chops one into the net. So Maria and Isa stay alive at least for another point in this game. It's 30-40, still break point for BOZKO and Sophie. Up high, Isa, no, and that's going to be break of serve to start things off here in this second set. Sophie and Daniela lead 1-0, set number 2. So we start the second set with a break. Serve goes over to Daniela BOZKO, leading 1-0. They are down a set, though, in this women's championship match. Serve up, dug out there by Isa. Isa now from the sand, able to save it back in. Oh, and that's just great athletics, though, by Isabella SELLA. She goes down for the dig in the forecourt, back up onto her feet. Able to get another touch on it, but that one just falls short. 15-love. Toss check because of the wind. Serve up in. Maria on the forehand side return. Maria dumps one into the net. 30-love. Forehand side return there by Isa. Isa now locking in, trying to put aggressive. Maria for the kill. Maria puts it down. (30-15). Serves up, forehand side dig there by Maria. Now Isa cross angle, dug out by Sophie. Sophie taking it up high. Maria getting on the act from the boardwalk sideline. Nice dig out by Daniela. Sophie now locking into it from the windmill. Maria on the cross angle. And that's just a great heads-up play by Maria TAVARES. Seeing the open court and putting it down. 30-all. Serve up, Maria on the forehand side dig, yes, and that's another one from Maria TAVARES on the cross angle. Serve up, dug out there by Isa. Isa gets a paddle on it, that's going to go over, and easy put away there for Sophie ARNUTI. ARNUTI locked onto that one. Should pretty easy put away, though. The wind helped that ball get back over. We are tied up at 40-all. Golden point. Serve is up. Backhand dig there by Isa. Isa now locking in from the windmill. Stretching. She's down in the sand. Oh, and Sophie had an opportunity. She had another opportunity to put one away and blocks it too long. That is game to Isa and Maria. We are tied at 1 game apiece here in the second set. So tied up at 1 game apiece. Isabella SELLA, she's serving it up. Leading 1 set to love here, women's championship match. Serve up and in, back inside, dig out there by BOZKO. BOZKO going back down the Oceanside line. Maria, little feather dropper there, answered back by Sophie. Sophie's able to get to it. Now she's going to take it up high, challenging Maria. Maria is there. Maria now going back, cross angle once again, and she's liking that Oceanside line, crossing in front of Daniela. That's been kind of a favorite spot of hers. $15 love. Serve in on the forehand side, return back by BOZKO. Oh, diving save by Isa, and an easy put down. ARNUTI. Sophie ARNUTI taking care of business on that one. She wasn't going to let that slide. 15 all. Isa serving up, back inside, dig out by Sophie. Sophie now taking it up high, windmill put away. Maria now in the act. Isa once again. She's all over the place here, front and back, and that one's going to sail long. 30-15. No, that one's not going to have enough juice in this win to get back over. Game point here, 40-15. We are tied at 1-1 in the second set. Isa has a chance to hold serve and take that 2-1 lead. Already up 1 set to love here in the championship. Serve is up, yes, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They take the 2-1 lead. Players will change sides. 1 set to love and 2-1 lead here for Isabella SELLA and Maria TAVARES. You're watching the women's championship match from the BT50 #1 here in Ocean City, the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open. She's getting treatment. She has a medical timeout. Medical timeout on the changeover as Daniela BOZKO is getting treatment. We are back in action on center court. Women's championship match live from Ocean City on Championship Sunday. Sophie ARNUTI serving it up at 1-2. Forehand side return back by Isa. Maria on the cross angle sends Sophie down into the sand. Love 15. Dug out there on the backhand return by Isa. Friendly bounce off the net. Love 30. So the number one seeds doing what number one seeds do here. They are in the lead 2-1 set to love and 2-1 in this second. ARNUTI serves one up and out, and that gives break opportunity here for Isabella and Maria to extend that lead to 2 games. Here in the second set, forehand side return back by Isa, take it up high. Sophie gets a paddle on it, but it sails way outside, and it is now 3-1. Isabella SELLA, Maria Tavares in control here in this women's championship match. Maria Tavares will serve it up now. 3-1. And that one's going to sail long. 15 love. And they just continue to grind over there. Isabella and Maria fighting for every single point. Quick hands on the defense, and then they pick their moments. They're able to put pressure back onto the opponents. It's 30 love. This one goes over to the forehand side of Sophie. Sophie back middle, down in the sand once again goes Isa, and it's just everything going their way at the moment. It's 40 love. Game opportunity here. 4 chances to extend that lead to 4-1. And that's exactly what they do off the Maria service ace. It is 4-1. Isabella SELLA, Maria Tavares in firm control of this women's championship match. So players have changed sides now. Let's see if Maria and Isa can continue the momentum as they charge their way to this championship. BOZKO serving it up. The time is now for them. They've got to make a run. Serve in. Dug out there by Isa. Isa locking into the baseline. Lets that one go wisely. Love 15. Back inside. Return back by Maria. There's Isa from the middle, charging in. That's going to be a shallow dropper by Sophie. They're trying to play the forecourt now. Now sending Isa back. Maria's there to answer, going cross over to her favorite spot on the court, down the ocean sideline. Yeah, it's a beautiful toucher. Touch drop by Sophie ARNUTI. So Isa's all over that court and just couldn't quite get to the, couldn't quite chase that one down. She chases down pretty much everything else. But every now and then one will get past her. It's 15-all in this sixth game of the second set. Serve is up. Forehand side return back by Maria. Maria now windmill put away. Save back by Sophie. Sophie taking it high. Isa's there to block that off. BOZKO gets a paddle on it, but it's going to sail wide. 15-30. Forehand side return by Isa. Isa now locking in from the windmill. Sophie's there to answer. BOZKO going shallow down the middle. Dug out once again by Isa. Oh, yeah. Sneaks one inside the baseline. $30-all. Wind really whipping right now. This is the strongest it's probably been all day long. $40-30. Service up. Isa gets a paddle on it. This one's going to get blown back in, but oh, just moving around too much. Isa gets a paddle on it, but it's going to sail along, and that's just a factor of the wind. Wind strongest has been all day, like I was saying. It just decided here in the last minute or two to really start to whip around. Makes it even more difficult for the players, so let's see what Isa can do here on her serve with a massive wind at her back. Backhand side return back by Sophie. Yes, and somehow she's able to get that one in with that huge wind at her back. That just requires the perfect touch. 15-love. Serve up, dug out there by Sophie. Sophie locking in, trying to get aggressive in the middle, but Maria's there to answer. Isa now on the windmill. Back cross angle, back over to Sophie. And that one's going to sail wide. 15-all. Oh! BOZKO, she's just trying to put the smackdown on the ball. She did it twice in a row, but great defensive play by Isa and Maria. Kept the ball in play and then popping it into the net. 30-15. Just past 10:32 local time here in Ocean City. Championship match under the lights. Isa serves it up. Backhand side return by Sophie. Shallow dropper. Back So Sophie once again, Maria, oh, again, just takes a swing at it, and the ball is just moving so far away from you when you take that swing. When you're playing on that south side of the court, it's just a matter of survival. You have to try to somehow hope you can get at least one game out of the two before you switch sides. 30 all. Issa serving it up. Backhand side dish. Yes, Issa down in the sand. Yeah, but Sophie doing what they need to do. Taking advantage of the moment. Because after this game, they're going to have to switch sides and play on that south side. Break opportunity. People on the stream can see the wind blowing around. That American flag really gusting up in the wind. Issa serving it up at 30-40. Into the wind. So that's the break that they needed. They pull within one. It's a 4-3 lead. Isabella SELLA, Maria TAVARES in this championship match. Players will change sides, and then we will see how BOZKO and ARNUTI do from the south side of the court with the wind at their back. We got more beach tennis coming up right here from Ocean City in just a moment. You're watching the women's championship match from the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open. Back in action here on center court. Issa on the backhand side return. Maria now putting it up high. This is the 8th game of the second set. It's a 1-game separation. Sophie and Daniela have pulled within 1 game in the second. They are down a set, though. 15-love. Serve is up, forehand side return there by Issa. Issa taking it up high into the wind. And that sails out 15 all. Backhand side return by Issa. Taking it up high to the baseline. So he able to get a paddle on it. Oh, and Issa lets that one go. It lands in Sophie and Daniela, 30-15. And for those watching on the stream, you can see in the camera shot how that net is blowing. You can see how it's bowed like a spinnaker on a sailboat. Forehand side return there. Issa taking it up high from the middle. Maria has the quick hands. Keeping the ball back in play is Issa. But the players cannot get the ball past center court because of the wind. Down in the sand goes Issa. Back up on her feet. Oh, and just mishandled by Sophie. She wants that one back. She wants a mulligan on that one. 30 all. The rest of this match is just going to be a battle of who can survive the wind. You don't like the elements to be the story, the determining factor of the match. I mean, it really is equal for all players, so you kind of can look at it from that perspective and say, well, everybody's got to deal with it. But these players, they train, they have certain shots, they have certain instincts, and they have to change all that with the wind. Serve in. Forehand side return there by Issa. Issa taking it up high from the middle. And this one's going to go up. We are still playing here. Wind really whipping around now as this goes back to the baseline. Shallow dropper. And Maria with a nice touch, keeping her team alive in this game. So can they get the break from the north side of the court? That would take them to within one game of the championship, with serve going over to Maria Tavares on that north side. So huge point coming up right now at 40 all, ladies and gentlemen. Golden point. It's either going to be 5 games to 3 for Isabella and Maria, or we are going to be tied at 4 all here in the second set. And it's out. They are 1 game away, ladies and gentlemen, as serve will go over to Maria Tavares. 5 games to 3. Isabella and Maria, they can taste it. They are so close. So now it lies on the paddle of Maria Tavares. 32 years old from Brazil. She's ranked 46th in the world. She's been as high as 24. So she's got the experience and the know-how to handle this situation. She's got an opportunity to serve out for the championship right here, right now. Serve is up on the backhand side return there by Sophie. Sophie stretching. Oh, racket collision, but the ball is still back in play. Sophie stretching once again. And she's going to try to go over the head of Issa. That one's going to sail wide. They're 3 points away. 15 love. Serve is up, backhand side return there by Sophie. Sophie now taking it to the middle. Up high is Issa playing the wind. Oh, and that's an authoritative put away. Sophie keeping her team in contention here in this 9th game of the second set. Serve in, dug out there by Sophie. Sophie now locking into it from the windmill, dug out by Issa. Issa, quick defensive play, puts the ball up in the air. It's moving along, but they're keeping the ball in play. It's just survival now. Who can survive the wind? Issa, down on her knees, over the head of BOZKO. 30-15, they are 2 points away from being crowned champions here in Ocean City. So let's see how Sophie and Daniela respond at 30-15. It's getting so close here for Maria and Issa. Issa down on the sand, but she's back up once again. And that ball might have gone out, but Maria saved it. And that's a good thing for Sophie and BOZKO, because I think that ball was going out and Maria decided to take it, and it cost them the point. 30 all. Nice view there from Ocean City with the Ferris wheels in the background. We are dead tied at 30 apiece here in this game. Win strong as it's been all tournament long. Maria serving it up, trying to close out this championship. She's going to take it high, trying to play the wind. Little shallow dropper now. Friendly bounce off the net. This goes way back in. Save back. Yes! What a point there by Sophie to go back, retrieve the ball deep into her own court, and still keep the ball in without going out. I mean, and it's just really, really hard, folks. You have no idea how difficult. You can't do much from that south side. If you put it too high, it's going to go out. So you're forced to go low. And then that makes you vulnerable in other areas. So, break point here for ARNUTI and BOZKO. Serve up. Backhand side return by Sophie. Sophie taking it high from the middle. No, and it's out. We are one. It's a one-game second set. 5-4, but they had the opportunity. Isabella SELLA, Maria TAVARES, they lead, but now they have to go to the dreaded south side. Can they maintain that lead? We shall see. More women's pro action coming up. We are watching the championships from the BT50 #1 here in Ocean City, Maryland. So here we are back on center with BOZKO serving it up at 4-5. Forehand side return there by Isa. This goes up. Isa on the windmill put away. Dug out by Isa once again. It's all Isa right now. All Isa all the time. Windmill put away into the body of Sophie. Love 15. Service up. Isa on the forehand side return. There's Maria getting in on the act, covering her partner in the middle. Little shallow dropper. Ball's getting boned backwards. Oh, it's just a smart play. Isa knew the win situation. She faked the lob, and here we go. Little shallow dropper. They're 2 points away from being crowned champs. So now the pressure back on the shoulders of BOZKO and ARNUTI. Daniela serving it up at love 30. Service up. Oh, yeah, nice serve. She got one back there. Mishandled return by Maria. 15-30. Serve in. Forehand side return there. Back. Isa, a little shallow dropper. This is going to go back to the baseline. Yes, saved back in by BOZKO. Oh! And it's 30 all. Oh, yeah, we got a game here, folks. If you're rooting for one of these teams, make sure you let them hear it. They need to hear your support here. They are digging deep, putting it all on the line here, leaving it all in the sand. BOZKO serving it up at 30 all. And she sends that one long. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 30-40. It is break point. It is set point. It is match point. It is championship point for Isa and Maria. They could close it out right here. BOZKO serving it up to try to stay alive in this match. Serve is up. Maria's there to answer. There's Isa from the center. Playing it up high. Isa making the adjustment. Isa taking it. She's got that. She's locked into it. She's in her zone. This is going high. Oh, it's out. It is out. It is golden point. 40 all. Oh, my goodness. This is what it's all about. High drama here on center court. BOZKO serving it up. If BOZKO and Sophie can get this one, we are going to keep playing. Otherwise, championship over. Serve up. Forehand side return back by Isa. Isa slips a little bit, but back up on her feet. Isa now taking the ball up high, letting the wind catch it. She's able to keep it back in the defensive play. Pressure by Daniela. Down in the sand once again. Isa stretches, able to get back up on her feet and keep it in play. Oh, who's going to blink first? Oh! We are tied at 5 games all. 5 games all here on center court. Women's championship action. Oh, you had it. You thought it's match point. They could pull it out. But no, we are great job by Daniela and Sophie to stay in the mix. We are tied at 5 games apiece here on center court. So we've got wind and some sprinkles starting to drip. Drippity drop here in Ocean City. And a ridiculous women's championship match here in the second set. Isa serving it up at 5-all. Sophie bringing the pressure. She's bringing the pressure with the lob. Just challenging. Yeah, and that's what you got to do when you're on that north side. Got to just keep challenging your opponent, putting it up in the air and hoping that the wind is going to assist you in making it difficult for your opponents. Love 15. Backhand side return is going to sail in. Love 30. Serve out, backhand side return there by Sophie. Sophie now locking in the windmill play. This one goes up high. Isa putting pressure on. Yes, and that's what Isa needs to do. Beautiful windmill. So that takes us to 15-30. They're still alive in this game. You can do it on the south side. It's hard, but you can still do it. Isa serving it up at 15-30. Backhand side return by Sophie. Sophie trying to put the pressure on. Maria's there to answer. Maria to the boardwalk sideline. Little touch dropper there. Wind catches it. Now this one gets blown backwards. Look at the exchange. Over to Isa. They just keep exploiting Isa, trying to keep it away from Maria for some reason. Maria now getting in on the action. Oh! Over the head of Sophie. And we are tied at 30-all. Serve up forehand side. Friendly bounce off the net for BOZKO. Sophie taking it up high. Back over. Oh, the little no look. And that's not going to do it right now. It's a break opportunity here for Sophie and Daniela at 30-40. They have a chance to take the lead in the second set. Can you believe it? If we happen to go to 3, it'll be a super tiebreaker to determine the championship. But we've got a lot of points here before we get to that point. Before we get to that stage, 30-40. Break opportunity here for Daniela and Sophie. Dug out there by, yes, dug out there by BOZKO, but it got hung up in the wind, and Isa charging in off the baseline, putting it away. All right, folks, here's the scene. It's 5 games all in the second set. It's 40-all in this game. We are dead tied in set number 2. The winner of this point will take the lead and have the advantage. Serve up, answered back by Daniela. Sophie now keeping the ball back in play. Little touch dropper. Issa's there to answer. Issa digging it out with everything she's got. Sophie putting it up high once again. Maria put it down. Dug out there with a nice offensive play by BOZKO. BOZKO down the backhand side flip. Now going up high. Issa's there on the windmill put away. Issa now taking it up high once again over to Sophie. Sophie answers. Maria touchdown the ocean side. Down. Yes! What a point! BOZKO and Sophie have taken the lead at 6-5. They're in the driver's seat, at least for the moment. What a championship match. More coming up here in just a moment on center court. If you like what you see, stay tuned. More of that in just a second. So trying to close out the second set. From the south side, Sophie keeping it up. Yes, and Issa popping it down with authority. Love 15. Love 30. $15-30. Yeah, going up, playing that wind well as BOZKO stretches. Clips her paddle. 15-40, break opportunity here for Issa and BOZKO, or Issa and Maria. As Sophie serves it up. Yeah, not so fast. So it's 30-40 now. Still break opportunity here for Issa and Maria to take that 7-6 lead. Or I'm sorry, tie things up at 6-all rather. Backhand side dish, going up high to the baseline. Daniela able to keep that one back in play. That's an impressive defensive move by Daniela. Pressure on, yes, Sophie not playing around. All right, it's 40-all. It's golden point. It's break point here for Issa and Maria to tie us and send us into a second set tiebreak, but it's also set point for Sophie and BOZKO. Serve up, backhand side dish. Oh, we are tied at 6-all. You know what that means? We are going to a second set tiebreaker. All right, this is a 7-point tiebreaker. Maria will serve one, and then players will change sides. And at that point, it'll alternate every 2 serves, back and forth to each team. First one to 7 points wins. One point to love. Maria and Isa in the lead for the moment. Second set tiebreaker. Players will change sides. BOZKO serves it up. Second set tiebreaker. That one's in. 1 point all. One point to 2. That one's going to sail wide. We are tied up at 2-all. Second set tiebreaker. First one to 7 wins. Got to win by 2. As that one sails wide, long. Players will change sides. It is 3 points to 2. Sophie and BOZKO in the lead. Daniela and Sophie will now switch to the south side of the court with a 3-2 lead, down a set in the championship match. It is all or nothing for them. They've got to win this set. They've got to win this tiebreaker. Backhand side return back by Isa. Isa locking in. Should be easy put away, and it is. 4 serving 2. So now 2 serves will switch back to Maria and Isa. It is 3 serving 4. 3 serving 4. And that is out. 4 points all. Yeah, and it's in. So players are going to change sides. Daniela and Sophie lead 5 points to 4. Women's championship match, second set tiebreaker. All right, so folks, if we go to a third set, if that were to happen, it will not be a full third set. It will be what we call a 10-point super tiebreaker. It's basically exactly what we're doing right now, except instead of going to 7, you go to 10. BOZKO serving it up at 5-4. Daniela down in the sand, but she's back up on her feet. Way to recover. Daniela BOZKO, amazing recovery there. We're still playing here. Sophie taking it up high in the air, trying to put it down. And they have the moment. They've got their moment right now. Daniela BOZKO, Sophie ARNUTI. Second set, 6 points to 4. It is set point for BOZKO and ARNUTI to force the 10-point super tiebreak. Serve up, forehand side, that's out. We're going to 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a third set super tiebreak to determine the champion here in Ocean City. Did you expect anything less? Women's pro action, we knew this was going to be a good one, and we got it. We are going to 3 here in Ocean City. 10-point super tiebreak coming up. Medical timeout for Maria TAVARES. So for those on the stream, we are here in a medical timeout for Maria Tavares getting treatment on the sidelines. About 2 minutes left. 10-point super tiebreak coming up to determine the championship here in Ocean City. All right, hey, Ocean City, do these ladies a favor. Let them hear your support right now as we're going into this 10-point super tiebreaker. All right, this is how it works. First 1 to 10 wins the championship. First serve, here for Sophie, and then they'll change sides after this. Serve up. Backhand side return there by Isa. Isa now locking in. There's Daniela. BOZKO to the baseline. Up high. Sophie's there. Sophie putting pressure on. First point. Sophie and BOZKO. They strike first. They're on the board. They lead 1 point to love. So players change sides after the first point, and then at this stage, it's going to be 2 serves. Each team, they're going to alternate back and forth until somebody gets to 10. You do have to win the super tiebreak by 2 points. We'll change sides every 4 points. So Isa has 2 serves now, down love 1, and then 2 serves will go back to the other side. Serve in, backhand side return back by Daniela. Sophie now, little chop block to the forecourt. Locking into it is Isa on the cross angle, and she feathers one in on a beautiful cross angle. We are tied at 1 point apiece. Serve in, backhand side return there by Sophie. That one's going to say way out, and it is now 2 points to 1. Serve now switches over to the north side of the court with Daniela BOZKO. She's got 2 serves coming up here before players change sides. 2 serving 1. Backhand side return back by Isa. Isa now locking in, putting the pressure on. There's Maria. From the shallow dip. Ball hangs up in the sky, and Isa puts it down with authority. We are tied 2 points all. Serve up, Maria on the forehand side return. Here's Isa trying to put it down, but saved back on a beautiful defensive play there by Daniela. Daniela now stretching Maria out from the midcourt, and that's going to go over their heads, and they take the lead. 3 points to 2. Sophie and Daniela in the lead at the moment. We have got a good one here. 10-point super tiebreaker in Ocean City, Maryland to determine the championships here, the first BT50 event of the week. All right, Maria Tavares serving it up. 2 points to 3. Backhand or forehand side return there by Sophie. Sophie! Nice return by BOZKO. Sophie down into the sand. That ball is blowing away from her. Remember, it's 3 points all. It's a race to 10. Who's going to get there? All right, so here we go. Talking it over. 3 points apiece. Maria serving it up. Return back by Sophie on the backhand side dish. There's Daniela over the head, and they have taken the lead at 4 points to 3. Isa and Maria are clinging to a 1 point lead in this race to 10. Sophie ARNUTI. Serving at 3-4 on the backhand side, return back by Isa, taking it high, and nothing that Daniela could do right there, as the wind just was brutal. Manipulating the ball. 3 serving 5. Serve up, dug out there by Isa. Oh, and she puts one home, so they're keeping it close. We're about halfway through this 10-point super tiebreaker with Isabella SELLA and Maria TAVARES clinging to a 1 point lead. They lead 5 points to 1. Or 5 points to 4, sorry. Okay, so here we go. Isabella serving it up at 5-4. Backhand side return there by Daniela. Daniela BOZKO up from the middle, and that's going to sail way long. We are tied at 5 points apiece. Got to win the 10-point super tiebreaker by 2. There it is. Up high, should be an easy put away, but saved back in play by Daniela. And Maria chops one into the net. So this seesaw match, we're going back and forth, and now it's advantage Sophie and Daniela. Daniela BOZKO serving at 6 points to 5. As the serve is up, hands are back down. Isa from her now, she just cannot stay on her feet. Sophie putting it down. They've now extended the lead to 2 points as they get ever so close. Just 3 points away now. Daniela BOZKO serving it up at 7-5. Back inside dish by Isa. There's Maria keeping the ball back in play. Oh, and that's a brilliant feather drop right there. Excellent touch by Isabella SELLA. It is a 1 point tiebreak at the moment. Sophie ARNUTI, Daniela BOZKO clinging to a 7-6 lead as players will change sides. All right. 6 serving 7 here, Maria. Not sure what the question is here. I think she might be saying that Sophie is a little bit in front of the 3-meter line, but not from my perspective. Serve is up. Sophie, windmill, that's going to go out. We are tied at 7 points all. Forehand side return there by BOZKO. Now Sophie puts that one long. And so once again, we have a lead change. Isabella Sella, Maria Tavares lead 8 points to 7. They're just 2 points away. Serve will now switch back over to Sophie ARNUTI. Seven serving 8. Serve up. Backhand side return there by Isa. Shallow dropper by Maria, taking it back. BOZKO is there. Yes! And ladies and gentlemen, Isabella Sella, Maria Tavares are in position to close out the championship at 7-9. It is championship point. Serve is up. Backhand side dish there by Isa. It's all over. It's all over here on center court. Isabella Sella, Maria Tavares are victorious in a marathon match here on center in Ocean City. 10-7 victors in the third set. Super tiebreaker. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all of our ladies here on center court for putting on a great show. So we're going to go down and get a word from our champions here momentarily. Then we'll do the trophy presentations. What a first tournament here in Ocean City. Goodness gracious. Alex Corner, the voice of beach tennis. Just not really sure what to say here. We knew it was going to be good. The men's championship was fantastic. The women's championship, even tighter and even better. It was unbelievable play there. But Isabella Sella and Maria Tavares, they outlasted, and they are the champs here in Ocean City for the BT50 #1. All right. Okay, Alex Corner here with our champions, the first champions of the week. Isabella Sella, Maria Tavares, the #1 seeds, but it was not easy. What a battle, and I'll tell you what, this match seemed like it was just about survival, especially in the end. Isa, take us through it.
Yeah, we knew it. It was going to be difficult. It's always harder to close a match. So we had a good chance here, and then we had a match point in the bad side. But yeah, well, it's all about the mental and the heart. In the end, I guess it was with the heart. In the end, it was like the mind, the heart, and like let's stay here, let's stay centered, and let's go.
Maria, how are you feeling? I mean, you had the win to play with and contend with. You had super fans you had to deal with in the first part of the match. It was all a little crazy here, but how are you feeling now that it's all over?
I'm just happy, and I don't know, it was just like a battle. It was about survival, but also courage. Yeah, and thank you, Isa, for playing this one with me. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what. This is just the start of your week. You've got more tournaments coming up here. You've got another BT50. You got to turn around tomorrow and start all over again for BT50 number 2. And then we're looking a few days down the road for the BT200. How are we mentally preparing now? You don't. It's almost like you don't have enough time to even savor and enjoy this one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very prepared personally because I came here with the mentality of playing one final each day. So every match I step on the court is a final for me. So tomorrow we have another final, and then another final, and then another final, and it's just, for me, it's just one tournament. I didn't split them, so let's go.
I think that's a good way to look at it. So Maria, it's late. It's after 11 o'clock here local time. Is there any celebration tonight, or do you just go home and get some rest?
Get some rest. That's the best celebration.
All right, well, that sounds like a pretty good plan to me. Well, your 2026 BT50 number 1 champs, Isabella and Maria. Congratulations, ladies. And we're going to do the trophy presentation here shortly.